Okay, hello. Today we are going to be covering um, February 4th, absolute value function graphs. So please, you will be watching this video right here. And also, please make sure that you open this file right here because it shows the question stem so you can do translations for it. Okay, so the first thing is once you open it, make sure you you translate the information here so you can go over it with me. Okay, so take a moment to do that, to do the translation, then come back over to the assignment. And here's the assignment that you'll see right here. So hopefully you've already read through that and did the translations. So one of the first questions you'll get is our goal is to take this equation right here and graph it and then see which one of these choices matches it. Okay. So the first thing I want to do is I want to think about maybe make a table. Okay. So make a table here and then try a value for x. Usually using 0 is a good starting point, and then see if it matches. So make sure you do the translation for this, okay? Okay, so now let's go back. Okay, so to make a table, I'm gonna go like this. Let's see, get, so go x, table like this, y. Okay, so we're gonna try a value. We're gonna try a value for this. I think 0 is a good starting point. So let's try 0 for x, remember. So we go over here, we put in 0, okay? So this becomes 0 plus 3 minus 4. So remember, I'll put that over here. Remember, 0 plus 3 is just 3. You can use your calculator if you need to. Okay, so remember, we try 0 here, right? We try 0, so 0 plus, instead of x, 0 plus 3 is 3. And then 3, the absolute value of 3 is 3. And then 3, we still have the minus 4, so 3 minus 4 is negative 1. So that means we have this value over here, negative 1. Okay? So negative 1, okay? So that's the first thing. So we try a value for x, we get a value for y. What do we do next? Well, now we're going to go to the charts and see if the graphs here match it. So there's 4 choices, right? Okay, so we have these 4 choices right here, right? We have these 4 choices, A, B, C, and D. So we know when x is 0, y should be 1, right? Negative 1. So let's try A. So if we go to negative 1 now, what you'll notice is this is negative 2, negative 4, right? This goes, every block is 2, negative 2, negative 4, negative 6, 2, 4. So that means if I'm going to do x is 0, y is negative 1, I'm going to go to right here. So that's 0. And then what is y at that point? I go to the function right there. That is plus 1, right? So that's no good. So A is no good because it should be negative 1, right? But this one over here is positive, okay? So then we're going to go here and try this. Okay, so here we have 0. It should be negative 1, right? It should be right there. But this one looks like it'd be way up there, so 6 or 7. So B is no good, right? So B is no good. Okay, so then we got 0 over here. On chart C, we have this one. Okay. So we have 0, and then here the function is at negative 1. So maybe it's this one. So maybe it's this one, right? So that's okay. So maybe that's one correct. So now we're going to go to, okay, so far, A is bad, no good, no good. C, maybe. Don't pick it right away because maybe D is good too. So you want to check D. Okay, so let's see what we got over here for D. So D, when X is 0 right here, Y, it looks like Y would be about right there. So that's about 6 or 7. So that's no good either. So the only one that works is going to be, the only one that works is going to be C, okay? So that's our correct answer for that. Let's try one more real quick. Okay, so this is question number 2, and we're going to do the same thing. Okay, so let's go ahead and make a table. So we can make X. Wait a minute, it's not working here. So X and Y. Okay, so let's try 0 again and see what we get. So we take 0 and we put it into the equation right here. Okay, so Y equals, instead of X, 0 plus 3. This is a pretty easy one, not a lot there. So we know that this is going to be, this right here is going to be 0 plus 3. So Y equals 3, okay? So that means when X is 0, Y should be 3, right? So let's try choice A. When X is 0, we go down here, and what is Y? -3, but we want it to be +3, so that's no good. B, so let's try this. When X is 0, remember X is right there, it's 0, the function is 3, so that's okay. So maybe B. C, when X is 0, the function has 3, so maybe C, so maybe. When D, when it's 0, so this is down here, -3, so that's no. Okay, so that's -3, so that's no good. So, but we still have C and B, maybe B, maybe C. So let's try, when we have that, we're going to try another value, okay? So I want you guys to go ahead and read. Make sure that you read this right here, okay? Make sure you translate that part right there, okay? Then we're going to come back, let's try another number. We'll try a number like 1. So when we go over here, we're going to take 1, we're going to put it over here, right? So then we're going to have, I'll write it down here. So we have, instead of X, we're going to have 1 plus 3, okay? So I'm bringing this equation over here. And then what is, so Y, so Y, okay, so we have Y, should I get my pen over here? Y equals, and then this 1 is just going to be 1 plus 3. Y equals 4, okay? So that means that that is going to be 4 when X is 1, okay? So now let's try this over here on B, okay? So when we have over here, when X is 1, it'd be like that. What is Y? Let me make this a little bit bigger. Okay, so when X is 1, remember this is 2 right here, right? This is 2, okay? So we want 1. 1 would be about right here, dot, 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 dot. And then it is 4, so that is what we want, right? So that matches over here, but let's just check the other one, okay? So when this one is 1, right here, 1, go up here, oh, this is also 4. So both of them work. Let's see how they're different. Well, this one we notice it goes like this at 3 and then goes up that way, right? Where this one goes to 3, but it does not go that way. It continues to go that way. So I think we're going to have to try a negative number. So let's try a negative number like, say, I don't know, maybe -1. Okay, let's put that in here. I'm going to go ahead and erase this, okay? Okay, so again, I'm using this equation over here, right? And I've got, so Y, okay, so we get Y equals, should get our pen over here. So we get Y, the pen doesn't work. So we get Y equals, and that over here is going to be, let's see, instead of, so we get -1, and then we get it like this, okay, plus 3. So we get Y equals, remember this turns into +1 plus 3. So Y equals 4. Okay. 4. Okay. So then we're going to come over here and we go to -1, which would be right there. And then we go up here, and this is about 2, but it should be 4. So B does not look good, but let's try C to make sure. So we go to -1, would be about right here. And then we go up here and we get 4, and it matches. That's a good match. So C is the correct answer and B is out. And that's how you do these kind of questions.